Hello YouTube, this is Nerd Rides back again in the Mercedes E-Class all-terrain. The last video is was a bit ago. I had not enough time to upload some videos, but here's the next one. This one is about the classic cockpit of the E-Class. So in this car we only have the I say this in parentheses because this cockpit is actually pretty nice, and I'll do a quick overview of this classic cockpit. So it's not a digital one, it's the, let's say, the analog plus the digital display in the middle, but it still provides all the necessary information you need, and I think it's not as good as the Passat active info display. That's why I chose the classic one for the E-Class right now. So quick overview. As you can see, this is the trip menu, and you can see currently the current speed and kilometers and the miles per hour. You have different standard information like temperature and speed and gear and so on, and the traffic signs the car has seen, and the drive pilot is activated and so on. And then you have basically the sensor button right here and this home button, which you use to control this display. So I push the home button, and then I can choose from a few menu points, and the first one is service actually. Here I can see the messages from the system, from the car to me, and one message is, for example, I have to top up the AdBlue, and the car will go into emergency operation in about 1,400 kilometers if I don't do this. Next one is AdBlue, also the same topic. So here a little graphical representation of the AdBlue in the tank at the moment. And next one is tires, so you will look at the tire pressures in Pascal. You can calculate it to bar, and then you see the temperatures of the tires at the moment. Next menu is Assist Plus. You can see when your service is due to in 13,000 kilometers. So this car has right now about 12,000 kilometers on it. And engine oil level, you can see it's all good there, and then some consumption information for the last 12,000 kilometers. The next menu is the assistance menu. What you basically see here is how you set your DISTRONIC, so how far do you want to follow the car ahead. So when I set this using this lever actually here, push it up to set the smallest range or the smallest distance, then it will let's say move this line below the car here, in this case the E-Class limousine, and the truck in front of me will just be followed in this case this distance. And if I increase it, then of course this bar will move into the car in this representation, and the car will slow down and adjust the distance accordingly. So nothing special here. And what we else have in this menu is a attention assist, so how attentive am I to the steering wheel or whatever. I don't know how it calculates this, but it gives me a rating of medium at the moment, as it seems. Usually it says 5 bars, but I don't know, maybe I'm not behaving as I should, I don't know, but I don't know. So what else? Trip, that's the menu we had before. So we have current speed here, we have the kilometers I've driven since last reset and the total kilometers. We have the range that's left. We have consumption information, current consumption. Then we have eco display, which is basically a graphical representation of how balanced you are riding. Do you make wise usage of the gas pedal, and do you let the car roll and use let's say the flow of the car without braking and using additional gas if you don't need it. And other menus from start, how many kilometers, how much time has gone by, and so on, consumption and so on. Yes, you see, I can reset the values if I want to. From reset is another menu, so nothing special here. Next menu is navigation menu. I don't have a navigation active at the moment, so you'll see like a compass and go to the previous destinations. If you have the navigation activated, you won't see a map here like with the digital cockpit, but in the digital cockpit it's very let's say limited. So the normal map display, which is this one right here, is much better. So that's why I chose to use this. So I don't need it here. So yeah, nothing special here. If you have a navigation, then you'll see the arrows where you have to take a turn and so on. So pretty basic. And yeah, radio, of course, you can use the radio, you can steer it here, you can change the stations, and obviously you can go into your presets. You can choose between FM and DAB radio and AM and so on, but nothing else there. And yeah, next menu is media. What do I see? Yeah, this is the track I could play from Bluetooth from the phone, and yeah, just as the title name and the interpreter and the small icon for the album. And then you can change, of course, to the next track and so on. And the last menu is telephone, where you can see your last numbers, a few random numbers right here, and yeah, and then you can call them and so on. And that's about it. That's the display here, and the digital one, yeah, is nicer. It's visually much nicer, absolutely, but for me it wasn't worth the 1,000 euros add-on price tag. So this one is sufficient. It's a good combination of, let's say, a analog round displays, circular displays for speed and so on, and some digital information in the middle. So not too bad, and it's a good choice. I think the digital one, it's yeah, you have to watch a video about it, and there aren't a lot of videos on this analog display, this classic cockpit. So if you want to choose and compare, then please feel free to take this video for your comparison, and also maybe share it and like it. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe to the channel to don't miss the other videos that are coming up. Thank you, and as always, bye bye, and see you next time.